Hello, and welcome back to another chilled out episode on how to game differently. I've had a couple of comments about how chilled these videos are, and that's the idea. I really want these V.G. Vlogs to be as chilled as possible, so that anyone watching or listening can just lay back and just go to your happy place, which is clearly this channel. This is clearly your new happy place. I don't know. Anyway, getting back onto track. Today, I'm not playing a Sonic game. Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually playing Super Mario 64. Part of the reasoning for playing Super Mario 64 was it was one of the games I talk about on the podcast, which came out a few days ago. If you haven't watched it already, it was so much fun doing that podcast. It was a great laugh. I really enjoyed it. So thank you, Dan and Tom, for coming along and taking time out of your day to have a good old ramble about the 90s and talk about Pogs. Pog seems to be the key thing that people are talking about regarding the podcast. I think it's just because it's the earliest thing we joke about. But anyway, it was a great time doing it. So have a listen if you haven't had a listen of it. I know an hour and 45 minutes is a long time, but we enjoyed it. So I hope you guys do too. So actually part of the inspiration for doing a podcast came from Avalon, a friend of the channel. He suggested it to me very early on of when I created this YouTube channel about doing a podcast, because he thought the channel would be a really good way of getting a lot of discussion going, and a podcast could be the way to do it. So so that was part of the reasoning for creating the podcast. He also suggested doing it the way we actually created the podcast, which was through Discord as well as OBS. If you don't know what Discord is, it's a app / software that you can download to chat to people in groups or live chat, and OBS is a free software to download for recording, be it media, videos, streaming, or like what we did with podcasts. If you just want audio, it's a little bit difficult. You have to transfer the video into a software to create it into like an MP3 or whatever audio format that you like to use. And that's how we made the podcast. So it was not too bad. Apologies for the quality of my mic, in that I actually used a headset that I've got because I thought it might work a bit better. In my last V.G. vlog, I was actually going on about how I'm going to do a podcast, and I was really struggling to do it through Android, and it was nearly impossible to do it. So I gave up with Android, and my wife was very kind to lend me her laptop to do the podcast. So thank you missus of mine for allowing me to use your laptop, and thank you, Tom, for doing the whole recording and saving my bacon on it. So thanks for that, and again, thank you, Avalon, for helping out with the suggestion to do a podcast, and also the different types of ways to do the podcast. I did mention about Avalon's channel in the podcast, but I'll mention it here as well. He's doing a fantastic series of randomizers for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In each of these videos, he talks about like different aspects of gaming. Like, so he starts off talking about like what makes a Metroidvania, which is a really good discussion. Then he goes into about the dungeons in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which again is like really good discussion about these things. And if this is something you're interested to watching, I'll stick a link into his channel and video series in the description box, so go and check that out. So recently I was actually in someone else's video. John from Adults Have Toys 2 reached out to me on Instagram and just asked if I wanted to be in one of his videos, which I said yes straight away too, because I'm a fan of John's work. He does some really good quality videos. I'm so impressed about the level of detail he puts into his videos, particularly the video that I'm in called Augmented Reality Pacman Pizza Hut's Nostalgia Marketing. the link to the video and his channel will be in the description box. But yeah, fantastic guy, fantastic videos, particularly if you're into techie stuff. Videos on cameras, microphones. He's got a Tesla car, which I'm very jealous about, that he's driving around. Yeah, definitely go and check his channel out. Fantastic guy. Definitely go and support him and subscribe to him as well, because like I say, he does some amazing content. Anyway, enough of talking about other people's content. Let's let's go back to me. So obviously I've not got that many videos up on the channel at the moment. Most of them being these VG vlogs, which I'm still a bit unsure about the name. If you guys can think of a better name, do let me know. If I like it, I'll probably end up changing to it. Or if you do like the name VG Vlog, just let me know. So going forward, I'm setting a plan to do a new series, and it's the series I'll keep going on and on about like helping people to get into game series and get into different game series. And the series I'm creating is going to be called How To. So it's going to be like how to get into this game series. I know it's kind of works with my actual channel name, which is obviously How to Game Differently. So yeah, it's going to take a while to produce these videos because it's going to take a lot of effort, and I'm going to put a lot more effort into these videos and make it the best quality I can. So yeah, so that's about it really. Hopefully this will be a bit of a shorter VG vlog than the other two, and yeah, let me know if you're actually enjoying these things. I'm hoping it's somewhat useful as well, you know, a bit of a spotlight on a particular game in the background and how I'm actually doing these things, so that, you know, if you're interested in doing YouTube or any of the stuff that I'm doing, at least it might give you a bit of a starting point of how to do it, similar to me, again with a budget, or even free with a lot of things that I use. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I hope you look to subscribe to How to Game Differently, as well as click on that notification bell to let YouTube alert you that there's a new video of How to Game Differently coming out, or is out, or yeah, it's there basically. And yeah, thanks again, and I hope to speak to you soon. Goodbye.